pitchers have these twitches every now and then where they in between pitches and they're shaking and and so I saw the pitch before he looked a little bit uncomfortable, but nothing out of the ordinary. He's not the most still person out there. He's always fixing his jersey. He's always shaking his arm, stuff like that. The next pitch, I didn't see anything, and then obviously see the guys start to motion him out. So when he's still moving around, he's sort of grabbing his groin. I didn't know what was going on, and then when I got out there, he said had a little bit of elbow discomfort. So at that point, I didn't ask a lot of questions. I just said, "You're done for the night," and have him go get evaluated by the doctor and seen by the trainers and stuff like that. So never good to walk out with any of your players coming off the field with a trainer. So that was it was definitely a bummer.
I guess up until that point, maybe minus a couple of pitches, how was he?
I thought his stuff was almost as good as it's been. His velocity was up. His breaking ball was pretty good. Obviously the 2 home runs. One was a 3-1 count. One was a breaking ball Encarnacion hit. So, which these guys, if you look across their numbers, they do that. This is what they do. They pull homers and they do it often. So, a couple pitches that they got the better of him. But other than that, it was very good stuff coming out of his hand. Very, very much attacking the strike zone. Velocity, like I said, was in the mid-90s as it should be. It looked like the at-bat to Donaldson, something developed that clearly we need to address.
And with Musgrove, could you have scripted a better first day?
Not from a performance standpoint. I didn't love having him have to come in there and warm up in front of fans, and there's the tendency to go too fast and hurry through that because you got so many people waiting in the stands. The umpires are waiting, the hitters are waiting. Your defense is standing out there by yourself. So that's not a perfect time to come in and tell you to take a deep breath. You're about to make your major league debut. He didn't bat an eye. So the only thing I told him when I handed him the ball was take 3 pitches too much rather than 3 pitches too little in the warm-up. And everybody else can wait. We've been waiting for your debut for a long time, so we can wait a few more pitches longer. And he did. I said, get a good lather, get loose, make your pitches, and get us out of this. Because at the time, it's 2-0 game. We're in the middle of a really good game. So I love the way he pitched. I love the way he had one heck of a debut that many around the game will watch tonight on TV and remark how impressive it was.
Did you see anything specifically with what he was able to do, maybe commanding the zone?
Yeah, he makes pitches. We knew that coming in. He doesn't walk a ton. Ironically, almost walked the first hitter of his career, which would have been insane given how few guys he walks. And he made pitches he threw every pitch he had. He threw it with conviction. His velocity was up since the spring, since the last time we saw him. And he showed a ton of moxie, of the ability to not let the moment get too big. So I love the way he threw the ball and look forward to getting him back out there.
And maybe just a couple of games, but a little concerning with the offense struggling.
Yeah, that we have been in an offensive lull for a few games now, and obviously Dickey had his good knuckleball going tonight. The ball was moving all over the place. The hitters were coming back, remarking how much action he had on his pitches. We knew their bullpen was thin, just like ours. Guys, we're both teams are a little beat up after a 14-inning game, but we haven't been able to muster together a few hits together, and obviously concern. No, I believe in our guys. I love our guys. Obviously we're disappointed we haven't been able to get the motor started for a few games now, but we've run into some good pitching, and we've also missed a few opportunities, and that's when you see low-scoring games on both sides. It means the guy's throwing the ball pretty well.
Thoughts on Reed as far as his at-bats?
Reed is, didn't get a lot to show for it tonight, but he looks under control, and he looks like he looks like he's in a good place. Obviously we didn't get a ton of action all throughout the order. Made it a little bit interesting at the end. Altuve got his patented 3-hit night, but Reed, along with the other guys, had a little bit of a tough time just barreling up the ball and getting any mistakes. I think Dickey made 1 or 2 or maybe 3 mistakes on the entire night, and that wasn't going to be enough for us.
What have you been seeing from Bregman?
I think Bregman, is obviously feeling like he's not contributing on the offensive side. I've seen polar opposite in terms of his comfort on the defensive side at third base, he's been remarkable. I mean, some of the plays he's made, it'd be hard-pressed for anybody to say that he hasn't played enough innings over there. He's making plays acrobatically, athletically, on the run. The good decision today to throw to second base on the double play. Things that are coming more naturally to him than I think anybody gave him credit when he got up to the big leagues. On the offensive side, as the at-bats start to pile up, so does the internal pressure that you put on yourself to try to find hits. And you start chasing hits in this league, you'll find more defenders than you will grass. And that goes with pitch selection. It goes with finding a good pitch to hit, getting the barrel on it, and letting your natural talents come out. I mean, obviously, it's not the 30-plus at-bats that he would have scripted when he got up here. It's not going to be a definition of what he is. But clearly it's been a rough start to his offensive career.